Pikachu wants double 12.
Game shot.
And gets it. 14 darts start for the German. Mentioned earlier on that Max Hopp is the only German to win a PDC ranking senior event. And while Gabriel Clemens and Martin Schindler are the two obvious candidates to be the next to join him in that accolade, there's enough to suggest that this man could be in the mix.
140. $81.
Certainly improved in recent months as Ricardo Pietreczko. About 92 for the year so far in these events. He's had a last 16 and a board final.
99.
Back-to-back ton-plus averages in the third event of the year, beating David Evans and then his countryman Martin Schindler, then took out Premier League star Chris Dobie and only lost to Kim Huybrechts.
140.
It wasn't one of these events, it was that one in fact.
43.
Pietreczko, does he go the conventional route for this, or is Keegan far enough back to change things up? He is changing it up. It means that single 18 will leave him on tops.
81. $92. Game shot.
14 darter, 13 darter. Now I realise I may be talking into the void here because people are watching the other streaming board with MVG taking on Gerwin Price. But quite frankly, if Ricardo Pietreczko keeps this up, I don't care who's on the other streaming board. They'll struggle to live with this standard.
140.
If you are with us here on streaming
99.
board 1, watching this one, I salute you. The darts hipster's choice, and you are being rewarded, my friends, by watching a very, very exciting young German talent averaging 111. Admittedly, Gary Anderson's not on the streaming. Well, 114. I'm lying to you. I'm underselling this. Gary Anderson's not on the streaming board, and he's averaging 118 against Dimitri Vandenberg.
94.
And Dimmy's averaging 107 himself. I'll keep you abreast of that, but you can follow it yourselves as well. tv.dartconnect.com. Every game, every visit.
133.
But get off your phones and watch Ricardo Pietreczko do this, because this is good.
56.
Down for the 16s? No, went to the 12s. That's fair enough.
92.
The best day that Pietreczko's had on the Pro Tours came at the back end of last year.
58.
And this is only his 38th. He's not had loads. It's only a couple of years he's been playing on the tour. But he did reach a semi-final the back end of last year. Well, he chose to leave tops, and it doesn't look the best for him because his darts lie quite flat.
No score.
Doesn't really matter in this instance with Keegan back near 200. But he didn't have to leave tops. He's evidently comfortable on it, but you can see how it becomes an issue for him. It's difficult for him to get a marker dart. Again, I think that's made it harder.
Game shot.
But finds his way through to it nevertheless. 3-0 Ricardo Pietreczko. Just to let you know, Gerwin Price has won the opening leg against MVG and he's averaging 75. Who's watching that? Yeah, you know it, darts hipsters. This is where the action's at.
140.
Pikachu, 105 average.
$47. $100. $137. $59.
Well, Keegan's going to be first to a finish in this leg, but it's not really working out for him. He's only rocking an 87 average for the day, and he's not even getting to those numbers.
78.
And that's not going to be enough against Ricardo. You wouldn't think anyway. He may look for a 170 here. He may go for it.
140.
Did go for the 170. It's a single to double combo. Chance. Double 16. First start-up double in the match for Keegan Brown. He cannot find the target, and it means that Pietreczko could have a double break here. Double 10.
Game shot.
Double 10 is there. It is a double break. 15 darter. Ricardo Pietreczko bossing this one. Looking to reach the quarter-finals. Did make that semi-final last year, has not reached a quarter-final so far this year, despite playing some good stuff. Lost out in round 1 to Dirk van Dijvenbode yesterday. No shame in that. The man's number 3 seed. He did go out early today himself. But you look at the players that have beaten him in the last few tournaments. Van Dijvenbode yesterday, Searle the tournament before, Ratajski prior to that, Hybrex the eventual winner, Ratajski, Rids. Jamie Hughes, the other player to have beaten him, and he's a finalist this year on the Pro Tour as well.
$100.
Got options here to start on the 19s. Okay, well that's 21 off.
21 squad.
So if he does get a treble 20 and a 20, all things are rosy in Ricardo's garden.
$55. $46.
That is not as big a chunk as he would have liked to take out of that. It's a better scoring leg from Keegan, this one. It may not matter still, though. Oh, well, that's an interesting one. So he was going treble 14 to then presumably either stay there for tops or go to the bullseye. Quite like it. Double top. Keegan does not like that one. You can see from the reaction. $19s or $15s? It's a 19s for double 14 for 5-0. Ricardo Pietreczko continues to dominate. He has restricted Keegan Brown to just 2 darts at double. He's had some funky finishing or attempted finishing along the way.
57.
He is currently averaging 99, and he's looking to be the second man through to the quarterfinals after Gary Anderson booked his place there with a brilliant 6-3 win over Dimitri Vandenberg, where Dimitri's averaged 100, Gary's averaged 110.5. First 180 of the contest as well. Brings him to 10 for the day.
93.
And there we go. That tells the story itself, doesn't it? He's been finishing pretty well.
93.
And playing in general well enough to restrict Keegan Brown to very, very few opportunities. Not that Keegan has really thrown a great deal back at him, to be honest.
99.
That's an interesting decision. Maybe the 18s would have left a slightly better finish. Treble 20 and bull. Well, lovely bullseye to leave himself on tops for the match. And Keegan Brown needs a treble just to get a dart at double. And that won't do it. So Ricardo Pietreczko for a 6-0 whitewash and to reach his first quarter-final of the year. He has been very, very impressive. He continues to get better, this man. And he was too good for Keegan Brown there. The German is through to the quarter-finals here in Hildesheim.